Yo guys, what is good and what's going on? Sixers Nation, your boy BLSG back at it again for another Philadelphia 76ers live play-by-play and the first playoff play-by-play for your Philadelphia 76ers is here this afternoon, in which the game will begin at 1 o'clock. But we begin with the first round here today for your Philadelphia 76ers, as today they take on the Brooklyn Nets in round one. Game number one being today. This should be a solid game, but overall, I think the Sixers should be able to take care of business, and it's totally 100% what I am expecting from this team today, and not just this game today, but all the games going forward for the remainder of the postseason. But we got the Brooklyn Nets today. Everyone's ready to go. Everyone's all set to go for today's game. Let's see what we can do. Shout out to everyone that's already coming through, man. We got 4 people up in here tuning in. Appreciate you guys for doing so. If you all have not done so, man, hit that like button on the stream. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Never chat the streets. We can bring more viewers over the chat. You guys know how we rock and roll as always. So for the first NBA playoff play-by-play of the year, let's get down to business. Music producer! That music's great! What's good? It cut the beat! Thank you. All right. Let's go. Let's go, man. How's everyone feeling? How's everyone feeling on game one? How's everyone feeling about game one? Let's go to the chat and see how people are feeling about this game tonight. Lucas Holman being the first one in here. What's going on, man? Appreciate you for coming through. I know you probably hit the like button already since we got 3 people on the like button, but I appreciate you for coming through and supporting my guy, Lucas Holman. Then following that up is MC coming through. What's going on, MC? Said, what's up, Go Sixers? You already know what it is, MC. Hit the like button if you have not done so, MC. Appreciate you for coming through to the stream as well. Lucas additionally wants to put on in saying that we cannot underestimate the Nets. They're a good team and can easily take this game. I have them at least taking 1 game from us in this series. I said Sixers in 5 in my preview. They can take any one of these games. I'm not going to lie. I mean, they got some spot-up shooters, you know. Mikal Bridges being the leading guy, Cam Thomas, Nicholas Claxton. You know, all these guys out here, and especially Joe Harris too, all these guys out here, they can be a good, solid team. But in my opinion, this team was not the same when Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving were with this team as well. And same thing going with Andre Drummond. Although we will see Seth Curry, so we might be seeing a Seth Curry masterclass. But it is what it is. We're going to see. We're going to see what happens tonight. Or today, I should say. We're going to see what happens, though. Andre, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, man. So how many points do you think Maxey gets today? Maxey should have a good, solid amount. I would say between the 15 to 20-point margin. But if he can give us, like, above expectations on what I said on that, then that will be even better for us in this game and any game going forward. But appreciate you for coming through, Andre. Hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy. I do believe you are subscribed, too, because we were talking in another live chat room the other night. I do believe it was Coach Dante's. So, do believe you're subscribed to the channel, but be sure, if you have not done so, man, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Luke Solomon says, I think Seth Curry has a big series against us. We'll see. We'll see. It won't surprise me if he does because, again, he was a former Sixer, and usually when 76ers players play against the 76ers, when they're considered former Philadelphia 76ers players, they usually manage to ball out. I think Mikal Bridges, there's going to be one game where Mikal Bridges is going to have an absolute masterclass. But in my opinion, I don't think it's going to be tonight. I think it's going to be in Brooklyn. I don't think it's going to be here in Philadelphia, man. I don't think it's going to be in Philly. But again, he was also technically a former Sixer until Elton Brand and Brett Brown went ahead and traded him on draft night when they originally drafted him, and then they traded him away. So, again, Mikal Bridges could have an absolute masterclass in at least one of these games. Seth Curry could have a nice game. We just don't know what's going to happen, but whatever happens, we need to take care of business. But guys, appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through in Game 1 of the NBA playoffs between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets, man. This should be a good game tonight. Guys, drop your score predictions down below in the chat. Let me know who you guys think is going to win this game tonight. Will the Sixers get off to a rocketing hot start, or will the Brooklyn Nets upset them in this game here this afternoon? Let me know what you guys think, man. I'm going to put some more lighting on in here. I'm going to turn on the light in this room, and I'll be right back. Give me your score predictions down below in the chat. All right, guys, I'm back, man. Guys, drop those score predictions down below in the chat. Let me know who you guys think is going to win this game this afternoon, man. GC RB interviewed Zumhofe. Yeah, I was watching that a little bit, Lucas. I was watching that a little bit, but I had training that night for my new job, so I didn't get to watch the whole thing. But he really wasn't on that long with Mark Zumhofe. But honest to God, that was an amazing collab. That was an amazing collab based on what I was seeing. RB and Mark Zumhofe, man, similar to I think DJ Eastwood had Mark Zumhofe on his show. But either way, both those live streams with Mark Zumhofe, those were amazing. Those were amazing. I will tell you that to say the least. But let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. Guys, drop those score predictions down below. Let me know who you guys think is winning this game here this afternoon. Let me know who you guys have winning this game this afternoon, man. It's going to be from the Wells Fargo Center, Game 1. Let's go, man. Also, can you guys hear my TV, by the way? Because I know I didn't change the volume. So if you guys can let me know if you guys can hear my TV, then I'll turn the volume down real quick on it. Mikal Bridges is back to Philly, man. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, man, let's go. Let's get it on. Got the first score prediction coming from MC, saying that the Sixers will take care of business over the Brooklyn Nets 104-101. So a tight game is what MC is thinking here for game number 1 of the playoffs between the Sixers and the Nets. I respect that, honestly. Sergeant said, what up, my guy BLSG and Chad goes Sixers. What's going on, Sergeant? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Hit the like button if you've not done so, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through to the stream as well. And then you meant to say Sixers. So do I need to turn my TV volume down or no? MC. Come on, man. We coming into this game. We coming into the playoffs 54-28 on the season. Let's go, man. And Embiid has just been so dominant overall. We got about 6 minutes till tip-off, man. You just saw it when that one person and JJ Redick were talking about Joel Embiid and the Sixers overall as a whole. Someone says, let's go. JJ Redick as an announcer, LFG. Yeah, facts, man, facts. No, I love JJ Redick, man, but the fact that he voted against Joel Embiid in terms of the MVP voting, man, that's just terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. Voting against Joel Embiid in the MVP voting, that's a disgrace. That is a disgrace. I can't believe he voted against Joel Embiid, man. And he played with Embiid too. Back in the 2018 playoffs, he played with Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Embiid, and Jimmy Butler. He played with them all too. And he had to vote against Embiid for this year. Like, that's unacceptable. What's the reason that he did it? I don't know. But yeah, guys, let me know. Is my TV too loud in terms of the volume? Because I'll turn it down real quick. Give me one if my TV's too loud. But yeah, man, Mikal Bridges is also technically a former Sixer. Even though he never had a chance to play for Philly. But at the end of the day, I expect him to kind of go off a little bit. But there will be one game where there will be a Mikal Bridges masterclass. Mikal Bridges is a walking bucket. We'll see what happens today. How's the new job? It's going well. It's going well. It's going well. Thank you for asking, Andre. All right, we're good? All right. Thank you. Thank you, Sergeant. But yeah, guys, this game should hopefully get started here in, at this point, like under 5 minutes, under 4 minutes now. Sixers getting all set to go. Let's go, baby! Guys, keep dropping the score predictions in the chat. Let me know who you guys think is winning game 1. Shout out to the 6 people in here, man. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you all for being here, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Can't wait to get this one started, man. Let's show what we can do today. This all starts today. Let's make something happen. Let's show Brooklyn what the Philadelphia 76ers are made of, man. Let's show them what we're made of. Let's go. You know, the Sixers basically have owned the Nets the entire regular season, whether if or not they have had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant with Andre Drummond on the team. Whether if they had all those great players together or not, the Sixers have owned the Nets from the regular season basically on to now. So let's see if that can continue. We're going to see if that continues today. I always keep thinking it's a nighttime game because I would say, let's see if it can happen tonight. Because I'm used to doing a lot of the nighttime games, obviously, because that's what there are a majority of, man. But come on, man. Let's grab game 1 off of Brooklyn. Let's go. Let's go. Let's have confidence, have faith. Let's go. Let's play like we know how to play the game of basketball. We've been here many years straight. It's been like, what, 5 years, I think? 5 years straight, I'm pretty sure that the Sixers have made the postseason, if not that, like 5 or 6. We've been here so many times. Our goal this year, obviously the main goal is to obviously win the NBA Finals, but the number 1 main goal, get past the second round. We know the experience. We haven't done this in over 20 years. The Sixers haven't been able to make it past the second round longer than I've been alive. I need to see some today. Doc Rivers, no stupid adjustments. And let's show a supporting cast to Joel Embiid today. We need a supporting cast around him. Harden, you need to have a big game. You made a statement in saying that I know what to expect. I know I'm playing at least 40 minutes in this game and every game going forward. And he knows it. He knows he's playing at least 40 minutes every single game. He knows because he is the second or third option to Joel Embiid. He takes a huge role on the team. Embiid's going to continue to do his thing, but let's build a supporting cast around him. That means Harden, Maxey, Tucker, Tobias, Shake Milton, DeAnthony Melton, George Niang, Jalen McDaniels, Paul Reed. Anyone who plays, I just named those because those were my 10 to make the playoff roster. But all 10 of you and anyone else that plays, I think the only other person that could play in this series is going to be Daniel House Jr. We better not be playing no Dwayne Dedmon, but to everyone that I named, minus Dwayne Dedmon and Daniel House Jr., do your job. Be a supporting cast to Embiid. Show why the Sixers are wanting to get out of the second round once and for all. Let's show why. Starting today. Let's go. We're plus 950 to win the NBA Finals this year. We're the 5th shortest odds. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Sergeant said everyone needs to bring it today. You already know it is, Sergeant. Absolutely. Everyone has to bring it today. But all the players that I named especially, and also who made my playoff who in my opinion makes the playoff rotation, who in my opinion does make the playoff rotation, they have to bring their A game. Let's help out Embiid. Let's show why that this team cannot match up with the Philadelphia 76ers. We have owned this team from the get-go. Let's show why we can step up and make a statement starting today against the Brooklyn Nets. Everyone must dominate today. Let's go. They say on ESPN that the tip-off will begin in like 5.5 minutes. I think it was just like when I saw it when it said like under 4 minutes, I think they were just showing how much longer warm-ups were. But come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Time to show up today. Today's the day. Let's go. I think it's ESPN that takes forever instead of TNT. Because this is taking forever to start. They never want to start on time, man. That's for sure, to say the least. So since the last time we made it past the second round, this is the best record we have had since 2001 when we last made it out of the second round. So we are here to make a statement. Make something happen. Let's go. It's time to show what we can do. Let's show what we can do, man. Let's go. Let's go. Show what we can do. As you guys do see, I do have the backdrop of the 3 jerseys behind me. Yes, I did say 3 because over here we got Joel Embiid, obviously. Behind me we got Tyrese Maxey, and over here, you guys remember when I had the Seth Curry jersey, right? Well, I ended up deciding, since Seth Curry is no longer on the team, and since I'm not going to use it, why not make myself my own signature jersey by just putting on paper tape and then writing BLSG on there to make my own jersey. Let's go. That was something I've been thinking about for a while, and I was like, how in the world am I going to do it? And then I came up with the idea. I was like, you know what? Let me just do this. As long as it sticks, we're good. And then on there, right, BLSG. Yes, sir. Let's go. And this one right here is one of my best masterpieces that I think I've ever made. Honestly. But come on, man. Let's make something happen. As usual, ESPN does not want to start on time per usual. What else is new at this point? Guys, let's keep sharing this out, man. Let's bring everyone that you guys know in here. Bring everyone that you guys know in here, man. Let's go. We all ready to go, man. We're all ready to go. Harden is all locked in, like I said before. Harden is so locked in that he admitted that he expects to play at least 40 minutes in the postseason, like I said before. So, Harden, since you are expected to play 40 minutes, let's show why you are expected to play 40 minutes. Let's play some good basketball throughout the entire postseason, man. Let's go. Be that second or third option to Joel Embiid. Make something happen. Let me fix this real quick. Let's go, man. Come on. Sixers have had a clean sweep over the Brooklyn Nets in the regular season. This team is a good, solid team, don't get me wrong, but we have just been a team that has had their number. Let's show what happens tonight. Today, let's make something happen. Let's also come out here and show why we have the MVP of the league. Let's show why we have the MVP of the league. Let's go. Let's go, man. Can't wait for this game to start. Let's get it started already. Looks like this game is about to get underway, man. They're doing the introductions right now. Well, not the introductions to, like, the players and all, but, like, they're kind of, like, getting going with the, like, commentators and all that. But let's go, man. Come on, Sixers, let's go. Let's start a journey today. Bleacher, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Minutes to Let's Go Sixers. You already know it is Bleacher. Hit the like button if you have not done so. Bleacher, appreciate you for coming through the stream. Starting line comes in for the Brooklyn Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Nicholas Claxton. So they're bringing Cam Thomas off the bench for some good solid production. And for the Philadelphia 76ers is the usual starting lineup of James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, and Joel, the real MVP, Embiid. Let's go. Let's go. Georges Niang is my Philadelphia 76ers player that is going to show up in this series. Even though people doubt in a player like him to show up, he is my player that is going to show up in this series. As long as he's able to shoot the three ball well and take some shots from the field and be able to make his shots consistently, then he will be a breakout player for me in this series for the Sixers. Let's go. Could get a little scrappy in this game too, man. Let's go, Sixers. Let's start this journey today. Make something happen. Let's go. We've been live for almost 30 minutes, and the Sixers haven't even started this game yet. Here we go. Game's about to get underway. Nicholas Claxton and Embiid in the tip. And we are underway here from the Wells Fargo Center. Embiid wins the tip, and here we go. James Harden with the ball off the pass from P.J. Tucker on the tip. Gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey guarded by Spencer Dinwiddie, going to go to his right. Maxey around the screen. Gets it over to Harden. Harden to Embiid. Embiid getting double teamed. Embiid going to drive. Embiid going to fall. Embiid's going to lose it. And then it's going to stay with the Sixers with 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock early on for the Sixers as of right now. And Harden will do the inbound pass here from the other end of, from the left side of the court. Here we go. James Harden to do the inbound pass here with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Harden needing to inbound it. Inbounds it to Embiid. Embiid, the jumper for two. No good. Tucker needs the rebound and gets it. Gets it to Maxey. Maxey, guarded by Cam Johnson, gets it over to James Harden. Harden guarded by Bridges. Now guarded by, I do believe that is going to be Claxton. Harden going to drive, put it up for two. Off the backboard, it's no good. Embiid scoops up the rebound, puts it up for two, and puts it in. Way to start out with the offensive rebound, Sixers. We got like three right there, man. Let's go. There we go. Cam Johnson with the ball gets it over to Dorian Finney-Smith. Gets it over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges going to put it up for two. Over Embiid, and it's good. There's going to be one game where there's going to be a Mikal Bridges masterclass, man. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. Here we go. Here's Tobias Harris with the ball. Harris, guarded by Cam Johnson. Harris going to back in. Harris going to fade for two on this one. It's going to be short, and it's going to be rebounded by the Brooklyn Nets. Dinwiddie will bring it down the floor. Spencer Dinwiddie looking for his options. Going to pump on Maxey. Going to kick it out to Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith going to drive. Going to lose it, and Maxey picks it up. Gets it to Harden. Harden will just walk with it down the floor. Now we'll drive. Harden keeps the ball back after, I think it might have been blocked by a second by the Nets. Harden keeping in possession of it, though. Harden standing at the wing. Harden dancing. Harden going to drive. Harden going to put it up for two. No good. And Harden is frustrated after that one as it's going to be rebounded by the Nets. Bridges going to drive. Going to try to kick it out over to Dinwiddie, but it's going to be picked up by P.J. Tucker, over to Harden, over to Harris, over to Maxey. Wide open in the corner for three, and it's good for Tyrese Maxey. Let's go. There we go. Dinwiddie, however, getting it over to Mikal Bridges. Back over to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie around a screen. Dinwiddie looking. Dinwiddie going to pump. Going to put it up for 2. And it's good and 1 for Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie is another player that you got to look out for in the series, man. Spencer Dinwiddie is a huge factor for this team as well as every other team he's played for. Yeah, it's just going to be on Maxey. Maxey, you had to stop, man. You had to stop. Had to put on the brakes a little bit, man. 9 seasons for Spencer Dinwiddie, man. He's had a really nice career, and he misses the free throw, so he does not complete the 3-point play, and Embiid's able to pick up the rebound. Embiid going to drive and spin on Claxton. Embiid going to get it out to Harden. Harden going to set up the offense. Harden, guarded by Claxton, going to lob it up to Embiid. Embiid gets it over to Harden. Harden going to drive, going to get it over to Maxey. Maxey going to put it up for 2. No good, but it will be a foul called on the Nets. Do believe this is going to be on Cameron Johnson, the former Phoenix Sun, by the way. Appreciate the 7 people being here, man. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Tyrese Maxey in the regular season this year in 60 games has averaged 20.3 points a game for his career high so far. First one on the line for Tyrese Maxey is good. Going to be a long game, man. It's going to be a long game. I'm going to be watching these games today. You know, with me not having to work today at my new job, I'm able to watch these games today, man. So I'm really happy about that. Second one on the line for Tyrese Maxey is good. All right, 7-4 Sixers lead right now, man. Let's go. Spencer Dinwiddie with the ball. Dinwiddie going to take it down the floor, guarded by Maxey. Dinwiddie going to go to his right, going to kick it out to Finney-Smith at the top of the key for 3, and it's good for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the whole bench gets motivated for Dorian Finney-Smith making the 3-pointer as Maxey gets it over to Embiid. Embiid, guarded by Claxton. Embiid going to back and get it over to Harden, over to Harris. Harris going to fake it. Harris going to put it up for 2, and it's good for Tobias Harris. All right, let's go, Toby. Attaboy. I love how Harden's being smart with the ball and not taking his usual step-back threes. He'll take some, but he won't take a lot. As Bridges is going to put this one up for 2. No good. It's going to be rebounded by P.J. Tucker, and we'll get it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey guarded by Finney-Smith. Maxey going to go to his right. Maxey around the screen. Maxey gets it out to Embiid. Embiid to Maxey. Maxey. Now guarded this time, but I do believe that is going to be Claxton. Gets it over to Embiid, over to Tucker. Tucker getting inside, putting it up for 2. No good. Harris gets the rebound. Harris gets blocked, and it's going to be picked up by Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie, the 3-ball. No good. Going to be rebounded by the Nets, and it will be an offensive foul. Okay, good. We do not have Scott Foster officiating this game. Thank goodness, man, because Scott Foster would screw up this whole game. I'm going to tell you that right now, to say the least. But here we go. On the inbound pass from Harden to Maxey. Maxey takes it down the floor, guarded by Spencer Dinwiddie. Maxey going to his right past Finney-Smith. Maxey putting it up for 2. No good. Embiid trying to fight for the rebound. Maxey gets it to Harden. Harden going to drive. Harden going to go step back, fading 2. It's good for James Harden. All right, James, let's go. Let's go. Great start from the Sixers right now, man. 11-7 lead. I like the start right now. Here we go with Spencer Dinwiddie, though, bringing it down the floor. Dinwiddie guarded by Maxey, gets it over to Cam Johnson, back over to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie going to his right, guarded by P.J. Tucker. Dinwiddie setting up the offense. Dinwiddie going to his left. Dinwiddie going to kick it out to Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith being guarded by Embiid, getting locked up in solitary confinement, somehow able to kick it out to Cam Johnson, putting it up for 2, and it's good. Here we go. Maxey with the ball. Maxey. Guarded by Spencer Dinwiddie. Maxey going to his left around the screen. Maxey dancing. Maxey going to get it to Embiid. Embiid going to spin. Embiid trying to kick it out towards Tucker, but it's going to be Cam Johnson hitting it out of bounds last, so it will stay Sixers ball. Come on, Ben. Show that energy. Show that energy like the Brooklyn Nets are showing the energy, man. Here we go. Maxey, go ahead and do the inbound pass. Maxey needs an option. Inbounds it to Embiid. Embiid out to Harden. Harden to Harris to Tucker. In the corner for 3. It's good for P.J. Tucker. We need playoff PJ in the playoffs as well, man. Let's go. We need playoff PJ, man. Let's go. Here we go. Bridges putting it up for 2. Good. Right past Tobias Harris. Putting it up and in for 2 by the former Sixer, Mikal Bridges. Here we go. Here's Harden with the ball. Harden. Harden at the top of the key for 3. Short. That's going to be rebounded by Mikal Bridges. Goes off the front rim, off the back rim, and misses. Bridges picking up the rebound. Bridges going to put it up for 2, and it's good. Embiid inbounds it to Maxey. Maxey will take it down the floor. Maxey guarded by Spencer Dinwiddie. Maxey going to get it to Embiid. Embiid. Now guarded by Claxton. Embiid going to drive. Embiid going to spin. Embiid going to put it up for 2. It is no good. But it's going to be rebounded by Tucker, who gets it out to Harden. Harden guarded by Finney Smith. Harden going to dance. Harden going to drive. Harden going to kick it out to Tucker. To Maxey. Maxey just has to release it at this point. Maxey, the 3 ball. Oh, no good. That would have been amazing by Maxey if we would have had that. But it's rebounded by Mikal Bridges for the Brooklyn Nets. Bridges gets it to Finney Smith. Finney Smith going to drive. Put it up for 2. No good. And I don't even know what was happening right there between him and Claxton. Harden with the ball, putting it up for 2. No good. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a timeout call by the Sixers. Harden's trying to say that it's Sixers ball, I think. Who to go off of last? I'm not sure if this is not the play, though. This is Mikal Bridges driving and then putting it up and in for 2. I'm telling you, man, we just need Mark Zumoff doing this, man. We just need Mark Zumoff doing this. SC Sports Talk, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, man. I see all this Nets hype that you're putting up in the chat, man, but hey, it's all good, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through, man, on this Saturday afternoon. Hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through the stream as well. But yeah, guys, overall, it's been a solid start for the Sixers. As long as we can shut down Mikal Bridges, as long as we can shut him down, and, continue to play the offensive side of the ball, there's obviously a good chance we win this game. Again, we're going to see a lot of playing time from the starters. And so far, everyone's contributing to the team at a pretty solid pace. Harden overall, 1 for 6. Got to pick things up from the field. 14-13, MC. Sixers up by 1. Harrison beat him. Max here, 1 of 3, and then PJ Tucker, 1 of 2, with the 1 field goal being made from 3-point range. Again, we're going to see a lot of playing time from the starters, but hopefully the bench, like I said before, I'm fully expecting Jalen McDaniels, Georges Niang, Paul Reed. Jalen McDaniels, Georges Niang, Paul Reed, Shake Milton, Anthony Melton to all get a good solid amount of playing time. And not to mention, man, when it all comes down to it, throughout not just this game, but for the entire playoffs that the Sixers are going to be in, the Sixers are literally going to see that Joel Embiid is going to be double-teamed at least every single possession when he has the ball and goes towards the basket. So this is where Maxey and Maxey and Harden need to step it up. That's where they need to step it up. When Embiid starts getting double-teamed and triple-teamed even, and heck, maybe even quadruple teamed if it happens. But if it's the case that he's going to be in that situation, this is where Maxey and Harden need to step up. Yeah, man, we are up by 1 right now over the Brooklyn Nets, 14-13 with 5:43 left to go in the first quarter. But overall, man, all has basically gone well for the Sixers, especially the ball movement. But the key is shutting down Mikal Bridges when needed. Here we go. Imam has it in. I do believe it. This is DeAnthony Melton checking into the game for the Sixers. As Embiid gets it over to Harris at the wing for 3, and it's good for Tobias Harris. Let's go. Let's go, Toby. All right. Here we go. Dinwiddie with the ball gets it over to Finney Smith. Over to Bridges. Bridges going to kick it out to Cam Johnson. Back to Bridges. Bridges go to by Melton. Bridges going to drive. Going to kick it out to Cam Johnson for 3, and it's good for Cam Johnson. This team's not going to quit, man. So we have to work harder. Let's go. This team will not quit. Here we go. Maxey gets it over to Embiid. Embiid going to back in, get it over to Tobias Harris. Harris going to kick it out. Tucker open for 3 in the corner again. No good. Going to be rebounded by the Nets. I do believe that was Finney Smith getting the rebound and gets it over to Dinwiddie for 3. No good. Too far off the backboard. It's going to be Maxey with the rebound. Maxey. Guarded by Dinwiddie. Maxey looking. Maxey, the deep 3. No good. It's going to be rebounded, though, by the Brooklyn Nets. That might be Bruce Brown, actually. Wait, no. It's not Bruce Brown. Because Bruce Brown's on the Nuggets. Someone checked in for the Nets, though. As Dinwiddie lobbed it up to Nicholas Claxton for an alley-oop. No good, though. Maxey kicking it out to Melton for 3. High-arcing triple for Melton. No good. Tucker showing that hustle and bounces out to Maxey over to Embiid for 3. No good. Tucker's still showing that hustle, but does not get the rebound the second time around. Royce O'Neal, that's who it was, checking in. Timeout called by the Nets. So the first timeout call was by the Sixers. Now Jackie Vaughn's calling a timeout for Brooklyn. I'm surprised Cam Thomas was not the first option for Jackie Vaughn coming off the bench. I'm actually surprised Cam Thomas was not the first option from the get-go. So far, man, we're shooting pretty solid right now. And from the field, it's not too great. I mean, we're 6 of 22, 3 of 9 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. For Brooklyn, they're shooting 58.3% from the field and 50% from 3. So it's really the Sixers that are off to a slow start in terms of the shooting, but they still have a 1-point lead over the Nets right now. But yeah, man. Hopefully we see something happen here. And BLSG, congrats on the job. Thank you, Sajin. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Appreciate you for coming through, Sajin. Yeah, man, I'm looking to watch all these games later on that occur, man. Should all be good, though. These all should be good games today, as well as going forward. Just checking threes right now. Yeah, kind of true, man. 3 of 9 from 3. We got to pick it up from 3-point range, man. It's crazy that Maxey, Harris, and PJ Tucker are 3-pointers right now. That's what's actually wild. That those three right there, PJ Tucker, Tobias Harris, and Tyrese Maxey have 3-pointers right now. And not James Harden, or surprising that Joel Embiid hasn't made the only one that he shot. But I mean, centers are not really supposed to take a lot of threes and are not supposed to have a high 3-point percentage and all that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. 5 assists on 6 made field goals for the Philadelphia 76ers. We have Georges Niang and Jalen McDaniels checking in for the Sixers right now as Dinwiddie has the ball around the screen. Dinwiddie getting it over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges going to drive. Bridges going to kick it out. And it's intercepted by Tyrese Maxey on the steal. Maxey going to stop at the ball for a moment against Spencer Dinwiddie. Maxey looking for his options. Going to go to his right. Maxey going to get it to Embiid. Embiid going to back in. Embiid going to get double teamed. Embiid put in solitary confinement. Embiid out to Niang. Niang the pump. Niang the 3-ball. Good for Georges Niang. Let's go, George. That's why I'm saying he is my breakout player for the Sixers in this series. If he can do that a lot of if not the whole game. As this is going to be Mikal Bridges putting it up and in for 2 and 1 as well for Mikal. I'm expecting this a lot from Mikal Bridges. It's basically this entire series. But there will be one game where Mikal Bridges has that absolute masterclass. Maximum Football Game, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, man. It's a 2K23 live. This isn't 2K23, man. This is real life. And I don't even play 2K23 from the get-go, but appreciate you for coming through, though, Maximum Football Game. Hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so either. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. As the M1 opportunity is good for Mikal Bridges. 3:10 left to go in the first quarter. Maxey with the ball, guarded by Mikal Bridges. Maxey going to get it to Embiid. Embiid going to get double teamed. Out to Melton. Melton getting it over to Embiid. Embiid putting up for 2. They're going to call blocking foul. And I do believe it's going to be on Royce O'Neal. That's going to be number 1 on Royce O'Neal. And Embiid will shoot 2 free throws at the line. Come on, man. We need that supporting cast around Embiid. And here we go, the MVP chance. First one of the line for Joel Embiid is good. Upcoming playoff schedule for Sunday. Lakers, Grizzlies at 3 o'clock. Heat, Bucks at 5:30. Clippers, Suns at 8 o'clock. And then T-Wolves and Nuggets at 10:30. Second one of the line is also good for Embiid. Has easily had the best season of his career this year. And that's facts. Here we go. This is Royce O'Neal with the ball, getting it over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges putting it up for 2. No good. Going to be rebounded by Jalen McDaniels. All right, let's go. That's right. They have Day'Ron Sharpe too, so that might have actually been him putting up the shot. As Melton has the ball, gets over to Embiid, Embiid over to Maxey. Maxey to McDaniels. McDaniels out to Melton. Melton, the 3-ball. Bang! Anthony Melton! Let's go! Dinwiddie with the ball going to his left. Dinwiddie guarded by Niang. And it's going to be on Georges Niang. That's going to be number 1 on George. Come on, Niang. I need you to not be fouling, man. Now's not the right time to be in foul trouble. Here we go. Inbound passes into Seth Curry. Over to Bridges. Over to Curry. Over to Royce O'Neal. O'Neal going to spin. O'Neal to Bridges in the corner for 3. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Tyrese Maxey. Maxey's going to take it down the floor. Going to drive. Maxey, the layup. No good. It's going to be rebounded by the Nets. Royce O'Neal taking it down the other end. O'Neal going to drive. O'Neal almost was blocked by Jalen McDaniels, but does make the shot. McDaniels almost got a piece of that. Joe Harris is also in the game for the Brooklyn Nets as well. Here we go. Here's Anthony Melton with the ball. Melton guarded by Seth Curry. Gets it over to Embiid. Embiid getting triple team. Out to Melton. Back to Embiid. Embiid going to drive. Embiid going to pump. Embiid going to put it up and in for 2. Let's go. Let's go, Embiid. Way to put it up for 2, man. Let's go. That's why you're the MVP of the league right there. Did we got a Seth Curry with the ball, getting it over to Mikal Bridges? If not him, it was Joe Harris. Bridges putting it up and in for 2 on the drive, and it is good. Mikal Bridges is just feasting on the Sixers right now in the first quarter. We need to shut him down as soon as possible. And be with the ball off the pass from Melton, gets it over to Maxey. Maxey going to his right. Maxey guarded by Joe Harris. Maxey looking. Maxey dancing. Maxey tries to get it to Niang, but it's going to be hit last off of, I think it's Royce O'Neal. If not him, it was Day'Ron Sharpe. But I do believe Royce O'Neal is number 00 for the Brooklyn Nets. Paul Reed checking into the game here also for the Sixers, as Embiid will take a seat on the bench, so we'll get to see some action from Paul Reed, see what he can do. Biggest concern here is if Paul Reed will get in foul trouble a lot, not just in this series, but going forward to the entire postseason. As Melton inbounds it to Harden for a quick 3, and it's good for James Harden. All right, James, let's go. Let's go. The Beard pulling one off, man. 5 points in the first quarter, 2 of 7 from the field. Day'Ron Sharpe with the ball, getting it over to Joe Harris, over to Seth Curry. Curry going to get it over to, do believe that was Day'Ron Sharpe, not that Royce O'Neal for the 2, which was good. I do believe that was actually Day'Ron Sharpe. As Harden has the ball, it's going to spin, kick it out to Niang, over to Melton. Melton. Guarded by Dinwiddie, going to put it up for 2. The dunk is no good. Paul Reed tried also for the rebound, couldn't do so. Joe Harris picks it up for the Nets. Harris going to go to his left, get it over to Seth Curry. Gets it over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges, guarded by Paul Reed. Bridges standing at the logo. Probably one more shot coming for the Sixers. It's going to be a foul called on the Sixers. This is going to be on Niang, I think, and this is going to be his second. So it'll be Niang's second if it was on him. Yep, it's 2 on Niang, man. Come on, George. Come on, George. All right, we're going to see some Daniel House action, man. Probably going to put Niang on the bench for a bit. This is the right move to make, in my opinion, as the inbound is into Mikal Bridges. Bridges guarded by Harden. Bridges going to dance. Bridges putting one up for 2 for a long 2, and it's no good, no basket. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter, where the Philadelphia 76ers will be up on the Brooklyn Nets 30-25. Sixers lead by 5 over the Brooklyn Nets as we head to quarter number 2. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Come on. Let's go, man. Overall, good start to the first quarter. Good start to the first quarter right now, man. Again, man, we've really turned it around in terms of the three-point shooting. Before, we were shooting like 20-some% or 30-some%. Now we've brought that up to 50% from three-point range, and we brought our field goal percentage up to 35.7%. So, great job by the Sixers overall stepping up in the final minutes of the first quarter. Let's see that the rest of the way. We just need to shut down Mikal Bridges, man. That's all we got to do. That's all we gotta do, man. All we have to do is just shut down Mikal Bridges, and we are just fine. I wasn't surprised that Daniel House was gonna get some playing minutes, man. I wouldn't be surprised, but nobody else should be playing unless if it is Shake Milton. Nobody else should be playing, though, unless if it's going to be Shake Milton in the game. But I wasn't surprised that Daniel House Jr. came in. You know, I left him out, but I wouldn't have been surprised if he would have came in for a few minutes. In my opinion, he gets the least amount of playing time out of all these guys. As long as Shake Milton starts playing in this game, I really do think that the Sixers could obviously win Game 1. But yeah, man. But yeah, man. Good start to the first quarter. Everyone really contributing nicely. That's had some good solid minutes. Embiid leading the way with 6 points. Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, and James Harden each with 5 points. PJ Tucker, George Niang, and De'Anthony Melton each with 3 points as well. But here we go. As Spencer Dinwiddie was taking the ball down the floor, we do have a foul called on the Sixers. Can't tell who it's going to be on, though. But they're saying Mikal Bridges for a bit, so this is our time to score, man. This is our time to score and make a statement right here. Let's go. Here we go. Here's Dinwiddie with the ball, gets it over to Day'Ron Sharpe, gets it over to Seth Curry. Curry looking, Curry dancing, guarded by Paul Reed. Curry putting it up for 2. It's going to be a shot clock violation, and we're going to go the other way with it. Let's go. What are you holding on to the ball for, Seth Curry? What are you holding on to the ball for? You got to release the shot sooner than that, kid. Now you're a former Sixer, but still, you got to release the shot sooner than that if you want some points. As Melton has the ball, gets it over to Harden, over to McDaniels. McDaniels taking the 3 ball. It's good for Jalen McDaniels. Jalen McDaniels looking to contribute for the bench as well. Let's go. Here we go. Here's Dinwiddie with the ball. Dinwiddie going to kick it out. Over to Royce O'Neal, I do believe. O'Neal to Curry for 3. It's good for Seth Curry. All right, that time Seth Curry gets it off faster than what he did the last shot that he took before the shot clock violation. Seth Curry, put your hands down. As Melton has the ball, Melton going to go to his left. Melton going to get it to Reed. Reed putting it up for 2 and putting it in. Attaboy, Paul Reed. Let's go. Here we go. Here's Dinwiddie with the ball. Dinwiddie getting locked up by Paul Reed. Dinwiddie going to drive. Dinwiddie going to put it up for 2 and put it in. Spencer Dinwiddie is going to definitely play a factor in this series as well for Brooklyn, in addition to Mikal Bridges. And it'll really be a nice piece off the bench as well. Here we go. Melton with the ball, going to drop it over to James Harden. Harden guarded by Spencer Dinwiddie. Harden going to go to his right. Harden going to dance. Harden looking. Gets it to Reed. Reed backing in. Reed putting it up for 2 and putting it in is Paul Reed. Let's go, B-ball Paul. Attaboy, Paul Reed. Way to do your job when it matters most. Dinwiddie with the ball, going to drive, going to spin, going to try to put it up. They're going to call a foul on Paul Reed this time. The Sixers fans were like, that's all ball. Harden with a nice pass over to Paul Reed for the bucket. Over Royce O'Neal. First one on the line for Spencer Dinwiddie is going to be no good. These free throws, man, these can be costly. This is the one thing that Spencer Dinwiddie is not going, in my opinion, is not going to be so efficient in doing is the free throw shooting. Based on the start of what he's had right now in the first 3 free throw attempts, as Tobias Harris checks back in for Jalen McDaniels. Second one on the line for Spencer Dinwiddie is good, who will go 1 of 4 to start the game from the free throw line. Here we go. Here's De'Anthony Melton with the ball. Melton guarded by Joe Harris. Melton going to go to his left. Melton going to squeeze in between defenders. Melton going to play it up for two. No good. And it's going to be picked up by the Nets. Picked up by Spencer Dinwiddie. Over to Curry, who's guarded by James Harden. Gets it over to Harris. Over to, do you believe that was Finney-Smith? And it was loose and picked up by Tobias Harris. Harris to Harden. Harden to Melton. The three ball. Bang! D. Anthony Melton. Timeout, Brooklyn. Let's go. Bench is doing well. Bench is doing well to begin the first half, man. Bench is doing a really nice job. Already 16 bench points in the first half. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, man, I want to see some Shake Milton at some point, Doc. I want to see Shake Milton get some minutes. That's what I want to eventually see, man. I want to eventually see Shake Milton get some run here. Well, let's go, man. Pretty solid start right now. I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking this a lot, man. Let's go. But the bench is really doing a nice job, man. I mean, Paul Reed out here shooting 2 of 2 from the field. Melton shooting 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point range. Jalen McDaniels and Georges Niang each 1 of 1 from the field and 1 of 1 from three-point range, man. The bench is doing a nice job right now. Let's keep that up the rest of the way. And this bench could really do some damage in the postseason. And again, man, Embiid played 11 of those 12 minutes in the first quarter. Again, still 6 points, but he has yet to come back in this game. And then Tobias Harris with 5 points as well as Maxey and Harden. And then PJ Tucker with 3 points still. Again, man, we want to see playoff PJ, man. Playoff PJ Tucker is also going to be another player that is a big factor in this series for the Sixers and any series going forward. PJ Tucker is going to be a big factor when it's all said and done. I'm going to be grinding out the playoffs as much as I can for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Do my best to grind out the playoffs as much as I can. I'm hoping to do almost if not every single game for the Sixers. I'm hoping to do almost if not every single game. It's what I'm hoping for. Sixers so far in this game have put up 15 points off of 5 turnovers put up by the Brooklyn Nets. But here we go. May the second quarter continue as the inbound passes into Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie guarded by Tobias Harris gets it over to Seth Curry. Curry back over to Royce O'Neal, I do believe. Who gets over Seth Curry for 2, and it's good for Seth Curry. It was either Day'Ron Sharpe or Royce O'Neal. As it's a turnover by the Sixers. That's their first of the game, I do believe. But a missed shot by the Brooklyn Nets keeps it a 7-point Philadelphia 76ers lead. Harden with the ball, going to flip to Niang. Niang going to drive. Niang going to pump fake, going to put it up for 2 this time, and it's good for Georges Niang. All right. On the inbound, when it was a turnover, The ball was literally loose, and Harden just chucked the pass right over to the Brooklyn Nets, and literally, they literally did not take advantage of that at all. As Dinwiddie passes over Seth Curry for 2 off the backboard, and it's good. Come on, Sixers, let's go. Harden with the ball, coming around the screen from Niang. Harden, gonna keep the ball, gonna get it to Niang. What a pass from Harden, but short by Niang. Paul Reed, man, you need to show the hustle, dude. Pick up the rebound if you have to. Run over there and pick up the rebound. You might have not been fast enough, but at least show some trust, my man. Also, the Sixers are going with the red jerseys, and we know how these go for the Sixers. Very poorly. As Dinwiddie has the ball, Dinwiddie going to kick it out to Joe Harris in the corner for 3, and it's good for Joe Harris. Come on, man. Need that defense. We need that defense on the other end. Can't let anyone else pick it up as Harris puts it up for 2, and it's good for Tobias Harris. That's the real Harris, man. That's the real Harris. Tobias Harris is the real Harris on this team. Got 7 points right now. Here he goes. Dinwiddie with the ball. Guarded by Tobias Harris. Dinwiddie. Going to go to his right. Going to get it over to Seth Curry. Curry. Guarded by Paul Reed. Now drives. Curry. The pump fake. Going to play way out of bounds. And it's going to be Sixers ball. Curry threw that to absolutely nobody on the play. And it'll be Sixers ball. And B going to get back into this game. I believe Tobias Harris was in the game already. I don't even know what Tobias Harris is even talking about. Like, what are you talking about, Tobias? They better not call this out of bounds on the Sixers. Did they call it out of bounds on Philly? They better not have. Thank you. I was wondering why there were like multiple players on the other side of the floor. As Harden has the ball. Harden gets over to Niang. Niang going to get it over to Harden. Harden guarded by Joe Harris. Harden going to dance. Harden looking. Going to drive. Harden. The layup. Blocked by the Nets. Come on, Harden. You at least need to dunk it as Dinwiddie gets it over to Royce O'Neal putting it up and in for 2. That's going to be a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Or rather, that's going to be Day'Ron Sharpe, I think, who put that one up and in for Brooklyn. If not him, it was Royce O'Neal. It was one of those 2 bigger guys, man. But this is crazy how Harden just didn't even decide to dunk it. It was Day'Ron Sharpe with the block, I think, and then Royce O'Neal was the one with the shot put up and in. 7:02 left to go. Timeout Sixers. It's going to be a hard-fought series, man. It's going to be a hard-fought series. Well, going to be a hard-fought game in this one. I wouldn't consider it a hard-fought series. I consider this a hard-fought game. Either way. Let's go, man. Come on. And not to mention, guys, we need Embiid to get to the basket. We need him to get to the basket. Not a lot of these teams are going to allow Embiid to shoot. So Embiid has to get to the basket for these layups. I need to see something out of Embiid. Embiid needs to get to the basket for these layups. See what Embiid can do, man. I'm hoping for something promising. But yeah, man. Guys, give me your thoughts in the chat so far, man. How you guys feel about this game so far? Yeah, guys, this is going to be a good game, though. Regardless of what happens, this will be a good game. Man, D'Anthony Melton trying to be a leader on this team, man. D'Anthony Melton is also a guy that's trying to be a leader for this team, man. Giving the younger players advice, I like it from D-Mel. I like it with D-Mel showing that leadership. I like it a lot. As James Harden has the ball, still getting locked up by, I do believe that was Day'Ron Sharpe. And this will be a foul right here called, and it's looking like it's going to be on Royce O'Neale. As of right now, the Nets are looking like they're going with a 9-man rotation. Here we go. There's James Harden with the ball. Guarded by Royce O'Neale. Harden, look for his options. Harden going to get it to Embiid. Embiid back to Harden. Harden going to dance. Harden going to go step back three. And he hits it perfectly. James Harden, baby. Let's go. Beautiful shot from the beard. Dinwiddie with the ball. Going to kick it out to Johnson for three. And it's good for Cam Johnson in response. Five of 10 from three for the Brooklyn Nets. 9 of 16 from three for the Sixers. Maxey with the ball. Maxey dancing. Maxey going to get it to Harden. Harden going to get it to Embiid. Embiid going to pump. Embiid putting it up for two. Almost makes the shot. But he will be fouled on the play. And I do believe it is going to be on Day'Ron Sharpe. Embiid will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, man. Let's go. Harden shoot 3 of 9 from the field, but 2 of 3 from three-point range, man. Harden's not used to taking so many shots from inside the field. That's why he's kind of struggling in the paint. First one on the line, though, is good for Joel Embiid. Here we go. First one was made by Joel Embiid. I'm ready to shoot the second one. Second one's good for Embiid as well. Embiid with 8 points right now, man. Here we go. There's Dinwiddie with the ball. Dinwiddie, guarded by James Harden. Dinwiddie going to go to his right. Dinwiddie going to lob it up. That's going to be no good. But they're going to call foul on the Sixers. They're going to call it on Embiid. Oh, here we go with the Sixers fans all booing. Here we go. Here we go. Embiid's like, dude, stop boxing me out. He's saying that to Nicholas Claxton. As Claxton gets it over to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie going to drive, going to put it up for two with the hook shot. No good. And Maxey going to pick up the rebound off the tip from Brooklyn. Maxey with the ball. Going to get it out there to James Harden. Harden going to get it over to Embiid. Embiid going to spin. Embiid dancing, double team, putting it up for two. No good. And the rebound is picked up by the Brooklyn Nets. It's going to be, I do believe, Dorian Finney-Smith. Bridges the three ball is good. Come on, man. Can't be doing this now. Here we go. Harden with the ball. Going to get blocked by the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. Guarded by Tucker. Dinwiddie going to drive. Dinwiddie going to kick it out to Johnson. Johnson going to drive. Johnson going to put it up for two, and it is no good. Going to be rebounded by Tobias Harris. Harris going to drive. Harris gets it out there to Maxey. Maxey going to drive now. Maxey putting it up for two. No good, but it will be a foul called on Brooklyn. Didn't hear who they called it on, though. I think they called it on Claxton. Here we go. Harden chatting with the official. And Docker is getting in on the conversation as well. First one on the line for Tyrese Maxey is good. 4:38 left to go in the first half, man. Second one on the line for Tyrese Maxey is good as well. All right, Tyrese. Keep getting yourself going, man. All we have to do up to this point, man, is shut down Mikal Bridges in this game. Shut him down. As Bridges has the ball, puts it up for 2, and it's still good. I do believe that was over Tobias Harris again. That's 16 for Tobias Harris for Mikal Bridges tonight. And this shot put up for the Sixers is good. That was Tobias Harris putting the shot up. Here we go. Here's Mikal Bridges with the ball. Bridges guarded by Embiid. Bridges. Gonna drive. Bridges putting it up. Blocked by Embiid. Say, you guys are gonna get the blocks. How about us too? Maxey tried to dunk it. Loses it. Harris gets it back and puts it in. Tobias Harris. Let's go. Great work by the Sixers. Dinwiddie with the ball. Dinwiddie putting it up for 2. No good. Harden gets his own rebound. Harden gonna put it up for 2. No good. Tucker gets the rebound. Tucker loses it. But a foul's gonna be called on the Nets. All right, Cam Johnson gonna be called for the foul. And B with an absolute monstrous block on Mikal Bridges. Says, you guys are going to put up the blocks on us? We're going to do the same right back. And Harden with a beautiful pass to Maxey, who wasn't able to finish it, but Tobias Harris catches the offensive rebound, puts it up, and puts it in. Tobias Harris has actually done a nice job in this first half, man. I'm not going to lie. Here we go. Tucker inbounds it to Maxey. Under 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Maxey gets it to Harden. Harden to Embiid. Embiid backing in. Embiid putting it up for 2. It's too easy. It's baby food for Joel. Was that Dorian Finney-Smith? Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith, man. Whoever that was, bro. You cannot guard Joel, the real MVP, and B. You can't guard him. Timeout called by Brooklyn. Let's go. Oh, this was Claxton. Oh, Claxton, you're even more baby food. You're baby food to Embiid, dude. Nicholas Claxton really thinks he can guard Joel Embiid. That is laughable. Nicholas Claxton really thinks he can guard Joel Embiid. That is laughable, dude. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, man, that's too funny. Oh, man. Nicholas Claxton really thinking he can guard Joel Embiid, huh? Is that what we're thinking right now? We're thinking about continuing to put Nicholas Claxton on Joel Embiid. Where's your tallest guy on the floor? Where's your tallest guy? Is that your tallest guy right there in Nicholas Claxton? Because that dude does not look like a center. He looks like a small forward compared to Embiid. That dude looks like a small forward compared to Embiid, man. Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks are taking on the Boston Celtics after this game. And at 6 o'clock, the Knicks will be taking on the Cavs. And on ABC tonight, we have the Warriors and the Kings going at it. Here we go. Mikal Bridges inbounds it with 3:10 left to go. Gets it over to Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie. Getting it over to Nicholas Claxton. Getting it over to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson guarded by Embiid. Cam Johnson going to drive. Cam Johnson going to fake the pass. Get it over to Bridges, putting it up for 2. No good. They get their own rebound with Dinwiddie, I do believe, who puts it up. Misses the shot. Or rather, that's going to be Nicholas Claxton. It's going to be on Joel Embiid, and I think that's Oh, that's just the second. All right. I was about to say, that's his third. Then I'd sit him for the rest of the first half. But I'm thinking of George Niang. But Embiid knows what he did, man. For crying out loud about Nicholas Claxton leading the NBA in field goal percentage, man. Screw that. First one on the line for Nicholas Claxton is good. He has the weirdest look ever. He does this for like 5 seconds like he's protecting himself from the sun, and then he shoots the ball. You'll watch it again. You'll see it again. He didn't even dribble with it to begin. He sits there for like 10 seconds, maybe a little less, and then shoots it. He goes 1 of 2, though, but the rebound's picked up on the Nets. Out to Royce O'Neal for 3, and it's missed. Tucker's just going to let it go out of bounds, and it's going to go Sixers ball. 2:46 left to go in the first half. Here we go. Harden with the ball. Harden standing at the logo. Harden gets it to Maxey. Maxey guarded by Bridges. Gets it over to Harris. Harris over to Embiid. Embiid backing in. Embiid looking. Going to his right. Going to lob it up to Tucker. Over to Harden. Harden, you just got to release the shot. And Harden makes it! James Harden on the step back 3 does it again! The beard is showing up! Johnson putting it up for 2. Good. 2:09 left to go in the first half. Harden gets it to Tucker. Tucker to Harris. Harris backing in. Going to spin. Going to fade for 2. For the mid-range jumper. No good. Going to be rebounded by the Nets. Royce O'Neal with the ball. Going to get it over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges going to drive. Bridges going to put it up for 2. Good. Again for Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges has absolutely dominated the first half despite being down by 8 right now. He's got 18 of the team's 53 points. He's got about a third of the team's points right now. As Harden's going to lob it up to Embiid, and Embiid going to deal with the double team, get it over to Maxey, over to Harris. Harris going to put it up for 2. It's good, but they're calling an offensive foul on Tobias Harris. That was a late call, too. That was a late call, too, dude. They didn't even whistle it right there. They called that late, too, man. They called that really late, too. That was a late call by the refs. Here we go. Here's Bridges with the ball. Minute 20 left to go. Bridges going to drive. Bridges putting it up for 2, and the jackhammer is good for Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges with 20 points in the first half as Maxey has the ball. Sixers look to respond and gets it over to Harden. 1 minute left in the first half. Harden with the ball, guarded by Cam Johnson. Harden going to dance. Going to go step back 3 again. Bang! James Harden is a grown man for all eternity. 4 or 5 from 3 for the beard. I'm pretty sure 4 or 5 and not 3 or 4. Might be 3 or 4 actually, but I think it's 4 or 5 from 3 for Harden. As Bridges is going to put this one up for 2, and somehow in the world makes it and 1. Mikal Bridges is the only one doing something for this team. I'm telling you, Mikal Bridges can ball out all he wants, okay? He can do whatever he wants, all right? But if he does not have a supporting cast, the Nets are not winning this game. He can do whatever he wants, dude. Yeah, Harden's 4 or 5 from 3-point range, man. That is unbelievable. 22 points for Mikal Bridges in the first half, man. 10 of 16 from the field. 1 of 3 from 3-point range for Mikal Bridges. And the 3-point play is completed by Mikal Bridges, by the way. The best supporting cast to Mikal Bridges right now has been Cam Johnson with 10 points. No one else is in double figures. Another 3 is good! That is James Harden again with his 5th triple of the first half and 17 points for the beard. We are making this team earn it. We're giving them a run for their money. Bridges with the ball. Bridges dancing, going to his left, guarded by Harden. Bridges going to try to get out there, but deflected by Paul Reed. To the hands of Harris. To Maxey. Maxey to Harden. Looking for that 6th triple of James. Harden's taking it again. Oh! Reed on it by, did believe that was Claxton. But Harden almost had his 6th triple of the first half, man. Harden has done an amazing job in the first half. 13 3-pointers made in the first half, which is the most by Philly in any half since 02 to 03. But that will take us to the end of the first half, where the Philadelphia 76ers will be up by 9 in the end of the first half over the Brooklyn Nets, 67 to 58. As ladies and gentlemen, we have approached halftime here from the Wells Fargo Center. James Harden is putting in work, man. James Harden is putting in work. Let's go. Great first half, man. Great first half. That's how you're playing with confidence right there. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go over the first half stats, and then we're going to go ahead and take the halftime break like we always do. So, starting off on the Brooklyn Nets side, Mikal Bridges leads the way for the Brooklyn Nets at the end of the first half with 23 points, 4 rebounds, and assists, as well as a block. Cam Johnson following it up with 10 points and a rebound. Seth Curry off the bench putting up 7 points and an assist. Spencer Dinwiddie in the starting line putting up 5 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal. Royce O'Neal off the bench putting up 4 points, a rebound, and an assist each. Joe Harris putting up 3 points and 2 rebounds off the bench. Dorian Finney-Smith in the starting line with 3 points and a rebound. Day'Ron Sharpe with 2 points, a rebound, and 2 assists, as well as a block. And then Nicholas Claxton in the starting lineup to round this first half stat line off for the Brooklyn Nets, rounding it off with 1.5 rebounds and assists, as well as 3 blocks, to end off the first half stats for the Brooklyn Nets. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side. James Harden surprisingly leads the way for the Philadelphia 76ers at the end of the first half with 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. Tobias Harris following that up with 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists, as well as a block. Joel Embiid putting up 10 points at the end of the first half, as well as 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. Tyrese Maxey in the starting lineup putting up 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Off the bench, we have DeAnthony Melton putting up 6 points, a rebound, and 3 assists. Georges Niang putting up 5 points straight up in 9 minutes. Paul Reed putting up 4 points and 2 steals at the end of the first half. Jalen McDaniels putting up 3 points, a rebound, and an assist each. And PJ Tucker putting up 3 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, and a steal to end off the first half stats for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now over to the team stats right now, ladies and gentlemen, as the Brooklyn Nets are shooting the ball 63.2% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 46.9%. The Philadelphia 76ers are shooting the ball 61.9% from three-point range to the Brooklyn Nets 50%. The Philadelphia 76ers are a perfect 8 of 8 from the free throw line, shooting 100%, while the Brooklyn Nets are shooting the ball 57.1% from the free throw line, 4 of 7. The Philadelphia 76ers are out-rebounding the Brooklyn Nets right now 19 to 18, and same offensively in favor of the Philadelphia 76ers 8 to 2. The Philadelphia 76ers also with more assists than the Brooklyn Nets at the end of the first half, 18 to 12. The Sixers with more steals than the Brooklyn Nets in the first half, 6 to 1. The Brooklyn Nets with more blocks than the Philadelphia 76ers in the end of the first half, 5 to 2. The Philadelphia 76ers absolutely demolishing the turnover battle right now over the Brooklyn Nets. 8 turnovers by the Nets, 2 to the Philadelphia 76ers. The Brooklyn Nets with more points in the paint than the Philadelphia 76ers, 26 to 20. And a total of 17 personal fouls called, 7 on the Brooklyn Nets and 10 on the Philadelphia 76ers. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, man, that is going to go ahead and take us to the halftime break, where the Sixers lead at 67 to 58 right now over the Brooklyn Nets. You guys pretty much all know the drill, man. For the first playoff live stream of the year. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do in order to get ready for the second half of this game between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets. And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I will see you all back here for the second half. All right, guys, I'm back, man. Ready to go for the second half, man. Just about to start in just a couple moments. We see Beth Howlands and JJ Redick as the two commentators up in the booth for this game. But yeah, man, Sixers have done a great job in terms of the three-point shooting. Jalen McDaniels, Tobias Harris, Georges Niang, De'Anthony Melton. You already know the Beard has done it already. Harden has absolutely dominated the first half. After a slow start by James Harden, he's really picked it up. Let's see that same contribution going into the second half, man. Let's go. The second half starts now. Bridges with the ball to begin the first half, gets it over to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson going to kick it out. I do believe that is going to be Finney-Smith for three, and that's good for Dorian Finney-Smith to get the second half started. Come on, man. We got to play defense right there on the other end, especially against Mikal Bridges, man. Here we go. Here's James Harden with the ball standing on the 6 of the 76ers logo. Gets it over to Harris, over to Maxey. Maxey dancing. Maxey gets it over to Harris. Harris going to get it to Embiid. Embiid going to be double teamed. Put it up for two. It's good for Joel Embiid. And one. And one for the big fella. Joel Embiid. Let's go, man. And the three-point play is completed by Joel Embiid after the two-pointer made by Embiid that did result in an and one as well. Dinwiddie with the ball. And there'll be a foul called on James Harden. I mean, Embiid's not shooting bad. It's just that we're spreading the ball around more, so that way we see other players contributing as well. In the first half, it's been Tobias Harris and James Harden. We need to see Maxey doing a little something, too. Yes, here we go. Cam Johnson with the ball. Cam Johnson guarded by Embiid. Cam Johnson still looking. Cam Johnson spinning. Cam Johnson going to put it up there. And it's going to be an offensive foul on the Brooklyn Nets. PJ Tucker drawing the contact, and we're going to go the other way. Great job, PJ. Great job, mate. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Here's Harden with the ball. Harden going to get it over to Tobias Harris. Harris over to Maxey. Maxey around the screen. Maxey looking. Maxey gets it up to Embiid. Embiid going to drive in the paint. Embiid triple teamed. Embiid out to Harden. And Harden, man, you got to catch the ball. Two hands, Harden. Two hands on the ball. Two hands, James. Two hands. You're not a football athlete, dude. You're a basketball player. Two hands on the ball. Dinwiddie with the ball. Dinwiddie gonna go step back mid-range jumper, no good, and PJ Tucker gets the rebound. Tucker will get it to Harden over to Tobias Harris. Harris guarded by Bridges, gets it to Embiid. Embiid taking the three ball. It's good. Joel Embiid. Let's go, Joel. Embiid with 16 points, 5 of 9 from the field. The first three made by Embiid as well. And here we go, Mikal Bridges again. Mikal Bridges absolutely carrying this team right now. Maxey with the ball. Guarded by Bridges. Maxey going to lob it up to Tobias Harris. Harris guarded by Spencer Dinwiddie. Harris going to take the jumper for two. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Cam Johnson. We'll get it over to Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie going to go to his right. Going to get it over to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson, the three ball. No good. And Embiid gets the rebound. All right. Embiid going to get it over to James Harden. Harden going to go to his right. Harden going to get it back to Embiid. Embiid going to kick it out to Tucker in the corner for three. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Dorian Finney-Smith for the Brooklyn Nets. We'll get it over to Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie going to drive. Dinwiddie going to lose the ball. Going to get it back. Gets it out to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson. So I do believe that was Nicholas Claxton for two, and it was good for Nicholas Claxton. About 9 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Harden with the ball. Harden going to get it to Embiid. Embiid backing in. Embiid still backing in. Embiid faking the pass to Harris. Over to Harden. Over to Harris in the corner for three. It's good. Tobias Harris playing as a pretty surprising factor in this whole game for the Sixers as a whole. Bridges with the ball to run a screen. Gets it to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie going to back into Maxey. Dinwiddie going to kick it out to Finney-Smith. Back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie putting it up for two. No good, and they're going to call foul on Tyrese Maxey. Maxey's had a rough game one, man. Rough game one for Tyrese Maxey right out the gate. Nice fake pass by Embiid to Harris, and then got it over to Harden and then over to Harris for three. And that was a beautiful setup. Embiid with 16 points right now, man. But Dinwiddie back to the line of two. As of right now, he's 1 of 4. Make it 2 of 5 right now as he will make the first free throw at the line on this trip. With 8.5 minutes left to go in the third. Down by 10 right now are the Brooklyn Nets. 76-66. Dinwiddie has had a quiet game so far, just 6 points for Spencer Dinwiddie, which make that 7 now. What? Harden going to go a full touchdown pass. Going to be out of bounds off of the hand of Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't even know what Harden was thinking on that shot. Why did he go a full touchdown pass to Tobias Harris? Like, what is Doc Rivers drawing up on his clipboard, dude? What's he drawing up on the whiteboard? But Harden with the ball now, getting it over to Tobias Harris. Harris directing the traffic on the offense. Harris guarded by Spencer Dinwiddie. Harris looking. Harris dancing. Harris the mid-range jumper. And that's no good. It's going to be rebounded by the Nets. Bridges will bring it down the floor. Bridges going to get double teamed. Going to lob it up. Over to Claxton. Claxton guarded by Harden. Claxton going to put it up for 2. No good. Going to be picked up by Tyrese Maxey on the rebound. Let's go. We'll get it over to James Harden. Harden going to get double teamed. Going to get it over to Maxey. Back to Harden. Harden going to lob it up to Embiid. Embiid to Maxey. Maxey guarded by Cam Johnson. Maxey putting it up for 2. No good. Trying to put it back into Tobias Harris, who gets the ball. Harris still hanging on to it and is still able to keep it. Harris releases it out there to Embiid. Embiid going to drop. Embiid with the jackhammer almost ended the life of Dorian Finney-Smith. But a foul will be called on Brooklyn, and Embiid is down. Man, Embiid almost ended the life of Dorian Finney-Smith, dude. Oh, Embiid, please get up. Tell me he's okay. Thank you, Embiid, for getting up. Might need 2 players to do it, but hey, 2 players is better than none. We got a challenger here? Dude, Embiid on... Yo! Flagrant 1, dude! Where's the flagrant 1 on Dorian Finney-Smith? Smacked Embiid across the face. Dude! Oh! He smacked Embiid across the face, dude! Yeah, you better challenge us for a flagrant foul, Doc. That's a flagrant foul all day. That is a flagrant foul all day on Dorian Finney-Smith, dude. Oh my gosh, yes. Flagrant 1, thank you. Give him the flagrant 1, man. Give him the flagrant 1. That better be a flagrant 1 on Dorian Finney-Smith, dude. Smacked Embiid across the face. He smacked him. Contact to the face results in not only a foul on the opposing team, but a flagrant 1 on the... But a flagrant 1 as well. What? That's absurd. They called no flagrant foul. They just called a common foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. Dude, he smacked him across the face. That's ridiculous, dude. That is ridiculous. If I was an official, I would have immediately made that a flagrant 1, and I wouldn't have even cared about the rules, and that's not even being biased, too. When you hit someone in the face, dude, it's a flagrant 1. How hard is that to understand? But Embiid at least would go to the line to shoot 2. I'm not sure if he would have shot the flagrant free throws anyway. Hopefully Embiid's all right, man. Hopefully this isn't a turning point in his game. First one at the line is good for Joel Embiid. Hopefully this is not a turning point in Embiid's game right now, man. Andre said, wow. Yeah, I'm surprised that was not a flagrant 1 on Dorian Finney-Smith. That should have easily been a flagrant 1. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Said no wind-up. What do you mean no wind-up, dude? You think Finney-Smith did that accidentally? Is that what we're talking about? As both free throws are good at the line for Joel Embiid with 7.5 minutes left to go in the third. Cam Johnson gets it over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges going to his right. Around Embiid. Going to kick it out to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson going to drive. Going to kick it out to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie guarded by Maxey. Dinwiddie spinning. Dinwiddie looking. Dinwiddie putting it up for 2. Good. Spencer Dinwiddie ain't going anywhere, man. He can show up at any given point in time. That's why we have to shut him down, as well as Mikal Bridges. Here we go. Maxey with the ball gets it over to Embiid. Embiid. Guarded by Claxton, gets it over to P.J. Tucker. Back to Embiid. Embiid going to hustle down the baseline. Embiid dealing with the double team. Embiid putting it up for 2 off the backboard. No good. Going to be rebounded by Claxton. We'll get it over to Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie lobbing up to Claxton, and it's good for the alley-oop. Timeout, Philadelphia. Brooklyn back down by 7, man, with 6:39 left to go in the third. You know, they're having good possessions here and there, you know. They gotta have some. They gotta have some, all right? It's not gonna be a clean game from the Sixers. Like, we're just gonna shut this team down every single possession. It's not like we're gonna shut this team down every single possession, man. It'll probably be the Celtics winning that series. It'll probably be the Celtics winning that series, Andre. Probably in either like 4 or 5 games. I have that being a similar. It'll probably be similar to this series right here between the Sixers and the Nets. But I think it's going to be the Celtics in 5. But I want to play the Hawks, so that gives us a golden opportunity and a much better chance of advancing past the second round. Even though they gave us trouble last year, there will be an easier contest than the Celtics. I'm going to be completely honest. Yo, see my brother's at this game. Hey, that's cool, Lucas. That's cool. I thought you said, like, no SG. I'm like, what? Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go. We're familiar with this opponent, man. We should be able to easily beat this team in a series like this. But yeah, man. Overall, great job by the Sixers, even though the Nets are finding their So that's win this game. Do you think they take the series? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If they win this game, they're not going to hold on to this way of playing forever. They're not going to hold on to it forever. Because, I mean, if you look at it, Lucas, if you're looking at it, the only reason they're in this game right now is because of Mikal Bridges. And his supporting cast so far, it's only been Cam Johnson, who's barely over double figures right now. So they're, in my opinion, they're definitely not winning this series if they're going to keep playing like that. If they're going to keep playing like that, they're not winning this series. Especially if they're playing like that. That's what I'm saying, man. Sixers in 5. Joel Embiid with 18 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Even though Embiid not with the most amount of points right now, he's really done a nice job because we actually do have a supporting cast on our team, unlike the Brooklyn Nets, man. Bridges plays like this every night. Spencer Dinwiddie's having a great game. Spencer Dinwiddie's he's doing well. I wouldn't say he's doing the best. But Cam Johnson's literally been the second option to Mikal Bridges as Melton has the ball, gets it over to Embiid, and Embiid going to get it back out there to DeAnthony Melton. Melton guarded by Bridges. Melton going to get it to Tucker. Tucker to Harden, the 3 ball. Going to miss it. Tucker's going to get the rebound. Back out to Harden in the corner for 3. Bang! The beard is here for the 3 ball. 6 of 9 of 3 from 3 for Harden. Dinwiddie gets it over to Royce O'Neal, over to Cam Johnson for 3, and that's good. Cam Johnson's better than Tobias. I can see that being like a debatable statement. As Harden has the ball, is going to his left. Harden going to get it back to Embiid. In this game, though, Cam Johnson has not been better than Tobias Harris. Tucker with the ball getting out there to Harris. Harris just barely saving it. It's going to stay Sixers ball, but only with 0.3 of a second left on the shot clock. Get it to Harden and release it quickly. That's all I'm going to say. Get it to Harden and release it quickly. Actually, Harden's doing the inbound, so it's going to have to go to Embiid, who just releases it. Way too high anyway. But it will be Nets ball. It was going to probably be their possession anyway, because, I mean, we have 0.3 of a second left to get the shot off. Come on, man. Under 5.5 minutes left to go in the third. Here we go. There's Dinwiddie with the ball. Dinwiddie directing the offense. Gets it to Mikal Bridges. Bridges. Dancing. Guarded by Tobias Harris. Bridges. Dancing around. Bridges driving. Bridges going to get it over to Royce O'Neal. O'Neal going to go step back 3 on Tucker. No good. Cam Johnson getting the rebound for the moment. And he just launches it out there, and Tucker's going to pick it up. Get it to Harden. To Harris for the dunk. Let's go, Tobias. Tobias is showing up in this game, man. Wait, what a start for the playoffs by Tobias Harris. And the layup is answered immediately by the Brooklyn Nets, and that, again, is going to be Spencer Dinwiddie. I think. Did not him, it was Cam Johnson. Might have been. All right, that was Dinwiddie. As Harden has the ball, Harden dancing, kicking out to Tucker. Tucker's wide open in the corner. And it's good for playoff P.J. Tucker. P.J. Tucker is showing up today. 17 of 27 from 3 for the Sixers, man. That is insane. And Dinwiddie tries to throw it to Cam Johnson. That's intercepted by Tucker. To Harris, to Embiid. Embiid staying in play. Gets it to Harris, over to Melton. Over to Harden at the top of the key. Harden guarded by Cam Johnson. Harden lobbing it up to Embiid. Perfect pass. Embiid losing the ball and his foul. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Embiid wants to talk with Royce O'Neal. Oh, here we go. Double technicals assessed to both the centers, Embiid and Claxton. Wait, can I see this again? Oh, no, dude. First of all, Royce O'Neal's out here fouling Embiid. Yo. They're pushing Embiid out of the way. They're doing more to Embiid than Embiid's doing to them. Embiid's the MVP, man. First one on the line is good for Joel Embiid, by the way. As Maxey, Niang, and McDaniels are going to get back in for the Sixers. Embiid saying, get out of my way. And then look at this. He does it twice, and then Dinwiddie says, back off. And then they keep doing it to Embiid. Like, come on, man. Embiid only did it twice, and you got to do it like 5 times to him. Come on, man. Embiid's the MVP. I don't care what anybody says. Joel Embiid is the MVP of the NBA right now, man. I don't care what anybody says anymore. Second one of the line is good for Embiid. That's going to be 20 points on Embiid for the night. Here we go. Claxton going to get it over to Joe Harris, over to Royce O'Neal, back over to Claxton. Claxton guarded by Embiid. Going to get it out there to Joe Harris. Harris going to kick it out to Royce O'Neal. O'Neal dancing against Niang. Going to lob it up to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson up the baseline, putting it up for two, and it's good. Here we go. There's Maxey with the ball. Maxey gets to Embiid. Over to Niang, over to Melton. Melton, the three in the corner. That looked a little awkward, and it's going to be rebounded by the Nets as the shot was missed by DeAnthony Melton. Dinwiddie with the ball, though. Dinwiddie guarded by Harden. Now he's guarded by Jalen McDaniels. Dinwiddie. Going to go to his left. Going to be guarded by Niang. Going to kick it out there, too. O'Neal for Joe Harris for three. No good. Going to be rebounded by the Sixers. By Embiid to be exact. And Maxey's going to have the ball now off the pass from Embiid. Maxey loses the ball, gets it back. Maxey going to his left. Maxey dancing. Maxey going to his right, gets it to Embiid. Embiid spinning. Embiid looking. Embiid going to kick it out to Maxey. Maxey needs to save it. It's going to be out of bounds. Maxey could not get that back in time, and it's going to be Nets basketball. But the Sixers will still lead it by 10 in the third quarter with about 2.5 minutes left. But the Sixers really putting in some work. This is a good performance by the Sixers right now, man. I'm really happy with what the Sixers are doing. Just that you have to hold your emotions back, man. You got to hold your emotions back. Got to hold back your emotions. Let's go, man. 2.5 minutes left. Sixers are looking pretty good right now. Let's keep that up going through the rest of the way. Let's go, baby. Come on. Game's looking pretty good right now, man. Let's finish out these last 2.5 minutes left in the third, and let's go to the fourth, man. Hopefully with a good, solid lead here that hopefully we can rest Joel Embiid for a little bit, man. I still want Embiid to put in some work. Don't get me wrong, but all that matters is that Joel Embiid gets through to the postseason healthy. Him and Harden gotta stay healthy throughout the whole postseason. It's the best way we make it past the second round. But yeah, man, let's go. Playoffs are continuing today and tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, man, got the Lakers and the Grizzlies tomorrow. Let's go, man. Come on, let's close out this third quarter and go to the fourth with a good, solid lead. What's going on, Bruce Harper? Appreciate you for coming through, man. You know the drill already. Hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. As Cam Johnson has the ball, staying at the top of the key. Cam Johnson getting it over to Finney Smith. Finney Smith getting it over to Cam Johnson. The three ball is good. Cam Johnson with the three put up and in. For Brooklyn, he's got 18 points right now, man. As Max is going to load up to Jalen McDaniels for the jam. The alley-oop. Let's go. Tyrese Maxey to Jalen McDaniels, man. I'll take that all day. Mikal gets it over to O'Neal, who gets it over to Daron Sharp. Over to Bridges, over to Sharp. Sharp going to go with the reverse layup for two. McDaniels swats it out of bounds, but it will stay. It will stay Brooklyn Nets ball. Sorry, I'm so late. I got called into work and just got home. It's all good, Bruce. I appreciate you for coming through, man. How we look so far? We're looking pretty good right now, man. We lead at 90-81. It's almost a double-digit game. Sixers look pretty good right now, man. Embiid's not the leading scorer right now, but he actually does have a supporting cast, unlike the Brooklyn Nets, and Harden and Tobias Harris helping him out in the same sequence. As the three at the top of the key is missed by Cam Johnson. And Maxey's going to pick up the rebound. Under a minute and a half left to go in the third. Maxey going to drive, going to kick it out to Melton. Melton flipping it back to Maxey. Maxey, the three ball, looking for the points, and finds it. Tyrese Maxey with the three ball from the wing to put the Philadelphia 76ers up by 12. Maxey with 10 points. Just his second field goal made. Has had a quiet night so far. Cam Johnson going to kick it out to Joe Harris for three in the corner. No good, and Melton gets the rebound. Melton waiting for his teammates to get down the floor. Melton going to get it over to Maxey. Maxey guarded by Joe Harris. Maxey coming around the screen. Maxey going to kick it out to Melton in the corner for three. No good. Going to be rebounded, though, by Cam Johnson. Joe Harris was in the mix as well, but Cam Johnson's the one to pick up the rebound. Cam Johnson is guarded by Jalen McDaniels. Cam Johnson going to drive. Cam Johnson going to go up and it is blocked by Embiid. Sixers trying to keep the play alive. And it is going to be Sixers ball. Sixers are putting in the work. 10 points in the quarter for Embiid, 20 points total. What a block by Embiid and McDaniels both at the same time. And McDaniels making a beautiful play, standing up in the air while hitting off of Claxton out of bounds. Here we go. 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Maxey with the ball standing on the 76ers logo. Maxey going to his right, guarded by Joe Harris. Maxey looking for an option, finds Niang over to Embiid. Embiid having to go step back three. No good. Going to be rebounded by Royce O'Neal. And he's not going to get this off, and Niang just hangs on to it. And that will take us to the fourth quarter, where the Philadelphia 76ers will have the lead over the Brooklyn Nets, this time by a wider margin by 12 points over the Brooklyn Nets right now, 93-81 as we head to the fourth quarter, with the Philadelphia 76ers up by double digits. Sixers are just putting in the work right now, and I'm loving it. This is beautiful. Beautifully executed basketball, man. Let's go, man. Going well right now. On the three, Bruce Harper was like, Maxey! So Maxey's going to have a breakout series in playoffs because I've noticed he's at his best when the pressure's on. That's facts, you know. He has to just get his shooting together, and if he puts up the points and contributes along with Harden and Tobias to Joel Embiid, then we're obviously going to see Maxey have a solid performance. Also, the bench is really putting in some work, too. So that was a solid play. Facts, man. Sixers are just putting in the work right now. And I am loving what the Sixers are doing. Beautiful job by the Sixers so far through three quarters of basketball. TB1, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through, man. Said one more quarter to go, and you can put up the win. That's facts, TB1. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through to the stream as well. I feel the only way Maxey doesn't break out is if Doc messes up again. We'll see. I mean, Doc Rivers has coached a pretty nice game. You got to give credit to Doc Rivers tonight, man. He's done a nice job, and when it's all come down to it, Doc Rivers, you have to give Doc Rivers credit today, man. You have to give him credit today. Doc Rivers coached a really nice game today overall, even though it's been 3 quarters in. You never know if it could fall apart in the 4th quarter. You never know. But we need to finish the job. Let's finish the job, man. Let's go. Maybe if Glenn Rivers messes up again. Oh, yeah, because you like calling him Glenn. MC says, let's finish this with the win, Sixers. Absolutely, MC. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Great game through 3 quarters for your Sixers, man. Absolutely dominating performance by the Sixers overall. Even being up 12, they've really figured out how to play this team, as they've done all year. Because they swept the Nets the entire regular season 4-0. So, the Sixers should have this one with ease. I could go for nice Tony Luke's now. I haven't had one for a long time, and they are so delicious. That's facts. Well, Tony's the Knicks is now what they have it listed as Bruce Harper, but there's like a small amount of Tony Luke's left in like Philadelphia or anywhere like that has a Tony Luke's. So, yeah, the cheesesteaks are good though, to say the least. $10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals for Tyrese so far through 3 quarters, man. Here we go. 4th quarter begins now as Harden has the ball. Gets it to Niang. Back to Harden. Harden going to his right. Going to get it back over to Niang. Niang to Melton. Melton up the baseline. Melton going to kick it out to Harden. Harden just has to release the shot. Releases it now. Comes up short. Melton gets the rebound. Launches it up to Niang. Niang, the 3-ball. Good. Georges Niang, the minivan. Starting up the 4th quarter with a 3-pointer. Right out the gate. But here we go. Dinwiddie with the ball. Dinwiddie. Guarded by J.O. McDaniels. Dinwiddie. Now guarded by Georges Niang. Dinwiddie going to go step back 3 on Niang. No good. Paul Reed's going to pick up the rebound. Coming out of the mud. And he's going to get it over to James Harden. As James Harden will have the ball standing at the logo. Harden. Looking. Guarded by Royce O'Neal. Now guarded by Seth Curry. Gets it over to Melton. The 3-ball. No good. Going to come up a little short. Going to be rebounded by the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. Going to lob it up. No good. Not even close for the Nets on the alley-oop. Going to be picked up by the Sixers. Harden. Guarded by Joe Harris. Harden going to get it all the way down to Anthony Melton. Melton. Going to drive. Going to get to Reed. Reed, the 2. No good. Going to be picked up by the Nets. Seth Curry now with the ball for the Nets. Curry guarded by Niang. Gets it over to Dinwiddie. Gets it over to Royce O'Neal, and it's going to be a travel. You can't do that. Can't walk, man. Why are we walking with the foot? Why are we walking with the basketball? Why are we walking with the basketball? Here we go. Here's Harden with the ball. Harden going to drive, standing in the paint. And it's going to be an offensive foul on the Sixers now. They're going to say Harden walked. Harden's trying to say that he was just using his pivot foot. Seven of 18 for James Harden, so a little under 50%, but it's fine. Because his 3-pointers have definitely carried him throughout the whole game. as Dinwiddie has the ball, guarded by James Harden. Dinwiddie going on his right, guarded by Paul Reed. Dinwiddie going to kick it out to Curry. Over to Harris. Harris going to kick it out. And Harden will draw the charge. It's going to be on Joe Harris, and there will be an offensive foul on Brooklyn. Here we go. 27 assists on 32 made field goals for the Sixers. As Niang gets it over to DeAnthony Melton. Melton rolls it like a bowling ball over to Paul Reed. Reed, guarded by Claxton, gets it over to Melton. Melton, dancing. Melton, the three ball. No good. Reed getting the rebound. Reed, between the legs, pointing out for two, and it's good for Paul Reed. What in the world happened there? What in the world? B-ball Paul. Timeout Brooklyn. What in the world was that? Wait, I want to see this replay. Wait. So there was the miss right there for Dewey-Mills Melton. There's Reed. Oh my goodness, dude. Paul Reed, that was nasty. Woo-hoo! Also like Dos Sanders, but I feel they're not as good as Tony Luke's. That's facts. Bruce Harper said, yes! Bruce Harper said, yes! Let's go, man. What a game. What a game. But yeah, man, what a great game for the Sixers, man. Sixers are really doing a nice job overall. I'm really liking what they're doing right now. But honestly though, the lineup that we've been having with the bench unit and James Harden, it's been so effective today. I'm honestly surprised in this game that we did not play Shake Milton. Although we are playing 10 guys, but I was expecting Shake Milton to be in this game and not Daniel House Jr. But overall, man, it's worked out basically to perfection. They literally just put Daniel House Jr. in for defense in the end of the first half. Let's go, man. Been a great performance for the Sixers overall today. Great performance. But come on, Sixers, let's finish the job. Finish the job in game one. Let's go. Just looked at the box score. Very nice. Yeah, the box score is definitely showing how it's looking like overall for the Sixers through like 3 1/4 quarters of basketball. Quarters. Sixers have really showed why they deserve to be here. Let's go, man. Here goes Dinwiddie with the ball, lobbing it up to Finney Smith. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, that's Daron Sharp. Oh, for crying out loud. Daron Sharp's out here flopping. Flopping on Georges Niang. Imagine that. Imagine flopping in a playoff game. Seriously. First one of the line for Daron Sharp is good. But the Sixers have definitely done a nice job to see Maxey and Tobias on your screen. Second one on the line for Daron Sharp is good as well. But yeah, man, let's make something happen. Harden with the ball. Harden. Guarded by Royce O'Neal. Harden standing at the logo. Harden going to get it to McDaniels. McDaniels guarded by Seth Curry. McDaniels going to get it to Reed. Reed, the reverse layup is good. Let's go, Paul Reed. Here we go. The drive from Dinwiddie is no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Paul Reed. Gets it to Harden. Harden going to go step back three again. Short. Reed gets the rebound. Reed to Niang. The three ball. Short again. Going to be rebounded by the Nets this time. Dinwiddie with the ball. Dinwiddie going to kick it out. Seth Curry, the three ball. It's going to be good, but it's going to be a charge on the Brooklyn Nets. That's going to be on Daron Sharp. Oh, yeah, Daron Sharp. What are you doing, dude? Well, Twitch challenge it now because the play is already off. They said it's a tough call, please. Here we go. Here's Harden with the ball. Harden. Looking. Guarded by Daron Sharp. Harden putting the moves on Daron Sharp. Gets it to Reed. Reverse layup is good. And one for B. Boom. Boom. Paul Reed's doing a nice job today, man. Woo! Man, Paul Reed's putting in some work. They're chanting B-ball ball. I love it. And one's good for Paul Reed. They're chanting B-ball ball. They love him tonight. They love him today. They love his effort today. Bridges gets it over to Daron Sharp. Sharp gets it over to Bridges. Bridges going to kick it out to Dinwiddie. Over to O'Neal, over to Dinwiddie taking the three-pointer, and it's good for Spencer Dinwiddie. Here we go. There's James Harden with the ball. Harden, can you get it over to Reed? Reed going to lose it this time, and it's going to be picked up by Daron Sharp. Gets it to Seth Curry for three, and it's good. And Seth Curry will make up his three-pointer with the three-pointer right there, this will result in a timeout by the Sixers. Phil Paul Reed's giving us some good minutes. Yeah, absolutely. The fact I do believe they did say that he has a double-double tonight, or today rather. Whatever, you guys know what I mean. But either way, the fact that he has a double-double right now is really nice for Paul Reed. You called it in your series preview. I said my breakout player would be Georges Niang, but overall, the Sixers have really done a nice job. Beard dished that like a superstar. I'm telling you, man, when James Harden is healthy, he makes the right decisions and is impossible to stop. Same going to Joel Embiid as well. When both of those players are healthy and Embiid and Harden, it is impossible to basically stop this entire offense. Did you notice the dish the Beard made to Reed for the reverse slam? I feel it was amazing. Yeah, I did see that, man. That's facts. Says I'm liking the Beard more and more. Yeah, when he's healthy, he is impossible to stop. No matter if he gets off to a rusty start. If he gets off to a rusty start, he will capitalize on it when he's healthy. He will capitalize on it when he's 100% healthy, ready to go. Always. He will always capitalize on it. That is facts that the Beard is healthy and his head is in the game. He's unstoppable. That's what I'm saying. Exactly, Bruce Harper. That is exactly what I'm saying. Overall, man, the Sixers have just been unstoppable today. We're cutting through Brooklyn like a hot knife through butter. We're looking dangerous. Exactly. Even with Mikal Bridges absolutely carrying his team to where they were at, like somewhere in the first half, the fact he was doing that kind of scared me a little bit, gave me the jitters, I'm not going to lie. But then we're starting to run away with it as, again, Mikal Bridges does not have a supporting cast like we do today. Again, you guys know what I mean. He doesn't have Joel Embiid. He doesn't have James Harden. He doesn't have Tobias Harris. He doesn't have Tyrese Maxey. Heck, he doesn't even have PJ Tucker. He doesn't have a bench like that's playing very well today. He doesn't have a bench that's playing well today. Atlanta and Boston are on next. Okibios cheat jersey, number 31. This originally was the Seth Curry jersey, if you remember from like a couple years back. This was the Seth Curry jersey, but since Seth Curry's no longer on the team, I decided to make it my own. But here we go. Game continues. Maxey with the ball gets it over to James Harden. Harden coming around the screen. Harden gonna try to flip it back. Ball is loose and it's gonna be picked up by the Nets. Bridges, the three is good. Two baskets in the second half for Mikal Bridges. Harden was slow to his feet as he looked a little banged up on the play. As Maxey gets it to Embiid, Embiid saying, "Get out of my way, son." Embiid misses the layup the first time, but makes it the second time on the book back. Attaboy, Joel. Harden better not be saying that he's hurt, man. He better not be hurt at a time like this. Seth Curry with the ball gets it over to Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie guarded by Maxey. Dinwiddie standing at the logo. Dinwiddie going to his right. Dinwiddie try the step back, fakes it, gets it over to Curry. Out to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie dancing. Dinwiddie, the three ball. No good. Jalen McDaniels is able to get the rebound. Gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey going to his left. Maxey looking. Going to his right, gets it over to McDaniels. McDaniels almost thought about the three. Gets it back over to Maxey, over to McDaniels. McDaniels kicking it out to Harden. Harden saves it, takes the three. Almost hits it, though. It's rebounded by the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. Dinwiddie going to lob it up for two. No good. Not even close. Going to be rebounded by Embiid. Gets it over to James Harden. Harden to Maxey. Maxey, the three ball. And it's too easy. It's too easy for Tyrese. It's too easy. 13 points for Tyrese Maxey. 3 of 8 from the field. Curry, the three ball. No good, and McDaniels is able to get the rebound. Get it over to Maxey, over to James Harden. 5:10 left to go in the fourth. Harden just walking with it. Harden around the screen. Harden faking it, getting into Embiid now. Embiid going to be going with the fake jumper, and it's good for Joel Embiid, man. Again, it's too easy. Timeout, Brooklyn. The Sixers are going off. Going off. You have repurposed the Seth Curry jersey, and now it's better than ever. Number 31 now, BOSG. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Let me get my own jersey. Let me have fun. Let me have fun. Bruce Harper said, Maxey. How do you feel? Just get a Maxey jersey. I think I may have to when I Could find a nice one. Yeah, I think he should, man. I mean, as long as he's being like spot up shooter and all that. I mean, I rep what I want, man. I mean, Harden right here, man. He's having a nice game. I'm not sure if he's gonna play much more. Because I mean, we're up like 18 right now in Brooklyn. We might keep the starters in for a little bit more, but I think with like 2 minutes left to go, if we're still somewhere around that margin of a lead, I wouldn't be surprised if we go ahead and put the cleanup crew in. Furkan Korkmaz, Montrezl Harrell, Jaden Springer, Shake Milton, who we haven't seen today, and then probably Daniel House Jr., who came in for like a couple seconds left in the first half just for some defense. Oh, there's the Philly Sports guy on the screen again. But yeah, man. Hey, here we go. Final 5 minutes left here. Well, final 4:50 now. As Dinwiddie has the ball. Dinwiddie gets it over to Royce O'Neal, rather, over to Bridges, putting it up for 2. No good, but there will be a foul called on the Sixers. It's going to be on Embiid. I feel Glenn should rest Embiid and the beard. We can't afford an injury to either of them. But you never know what can happen in the playoffs, man. This is postseason basketball right here. This is the postseason. This is not the regular season anymore. The postseason gets way more intense than the regular season. First one at the line is good for Mikal Bridges. I think with like a couple minutes left in the game, we'll take him out. We'll take him out eventually. So I agree, Bruce. I do like that Glenn's putting some pressure on the ball the whole length of the court. Exactly. Doc Rivers has really done a nice job. You have to give him credit for this one, man. You have got to give him credit for this one. He's really done a nice job in terms of the coaching. Second one at the line is good for Mikal Bridges. And Tucker will inbound it to Maxey. Maxey will take it down the floor. Maxey going to his left. Maxey gets it to Harden. Harden gets it to Embiid. Embiid, where in the world is that going, Joel? But apparently it was deflected for the reason that it did not even get to P.J. Tucker. So we'll stay Sixers ball. Wow, they're going to put Cam Thomas on the floor? Okay, where was Cam Thomas the whole game? He literally didn't play the whole game, and now you want to put him in with under 4.5 minutes left? Jackie Vaughn is like a crazy coach, man. As Tucker put it up in the corner for 3, no good. Going to be rebounded by the Nets, and on the saving pass, Tucker was able to tip it up to Embiid, and Embiid was driving to the basket, but Embiid was fouled, and it is going to be on David Duke Jr. I feel you were right. It might be too early to rest them at this point. Yeah, because anything can happen in the postseason, man. First one on the line is good for Embiid. No matter how much time there is left, in any given game, no matter how much time there is left in a playoff game like this, any team can go on a run at any given point in time. Today, I'll give Doc some credit. It looks like he coached an excellent game. Exactly. Doc Rivers coached like he wanted to win this game. And he absolutely wanted to, man. Here we go. Here's David Duke Jr. now with the ball. David Duke going to drive. David Duke trying to jackhammer it over Embiid, and Embiid says no. Harden picks it up. Harden at the top of the key. Harden just taking his time with the ball. Harden still looking. Harden going to go step back 3 again from the wing. It's scored! The bear is alive! James Harden is a grown man. 23 points for the Bear. And that's going absolutely nowhere for Brooklyn. Harden lining up to Tobias Harris. The alley-oop is converted for the Sixers. And can just about fully guarantee that the Sixers lock up game one. They're putting in the backups. Sixers with a dominant performance today over the Brooklyn Nets. Great job, boys. Great win. Way to take game one. Great job, boys. Way to take game one, man. The Nets have a Chinese player named Yuta Watanabe, and he is good. Yeah, he's a pretty solid depth player. The Bears alive. Yeah, this is awesome. Absolutely. Here we go. Here's Cam Thomas to the ball. Cam Thomas going to drive. Cam Thomas going to go step back two. No good. Going to be rebounded by the Nets, and it's going to be picked up by Day'Ron Sharpe, and it's going to be good for Day'Ron Sharpe. Putting it in. 2:50 left to go from the Sixers being up 1-0 in this series over the Brooklyn Nets. Harris with the ball. Harris going to drive. Harris putting it up for two. Good for Tobias Harris. Let's go. 2:30 left to go from the Sixers being up 1-0 in the first round of the NBA playoffs. David Duke gets it over to Yuta Watanabe, putting it up for two. No good, but Yuta Watanabe will be fouled. All right. All bench lineup coming in. Game, set, match. Game one to Philly. Let's go. Second one at the line for Yuta Watanabe. First one at the line for Yuta Watanabe is no good. Sixers fans looking for them for those chicken nuggets to end off the game. They want it. Give them to Yuta Watanabe, and he'll give them the chicken nuggets with 2:22 left to go in the fourth. Great day for Sixers fans. House to Milton. Milton. Guarded by David Duke. Milton going to get it to Reed. Reed. Going to be called for the offensive foul, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. 2:05 left to go in the fourth. Let's go, man. 2:05 left to go. Great performance by the Sixers. Here we go. There's Cam Thomas with the ball, guarded by Furkan Korkmaz. Thomas going to kick it out to Watanabe. So I do believe this is David Duke going to kick it out to Cam Thomas. Thomas going to kick it out. David Duke for three. And it's going to be an air ball. We're going the other way with him, man. Close this game out, boys. Montrezl Harrell with the ball. Going to fake it to Springer. Now going to get it over to Jaden Springer. Springer. Tried to get it out there to Shake Milton, but it was deflected by the Nets. With minute 27 left to go. Sixers with less than 10 turnovers in this game, man. Beautiful job. Inbound passes in from Furkan Korkmaz over to Shake Milton. Milton going to drive. Milton putting it up for two. It's good for Shake Milton. Shake Milton could have done this, and we could have had an even better bench tonight. Here we go. Minute 15 left to go. David Duke going to lob it up. Alley-oop ain't going to work. Cam Thomas with the rebound. Watanabe, the three ball is good. Okay, you can make a three-pointer against Watanabe. Well, where was that for both your free throws, buddy? Here we go. Montrezl Harrell with the ball. Going to get it over to Daniel House Jr. House. Going to get it over to Montrezl Harrell. Harrell. Guarded by Watanabe. Harrell going to drive. Harrell. Putting it up for two. No good for Montrezl Harrell. Going to be rebounded by the Nets. And this one will go up and in for Brooklyn. I believe that was going to be David Duke Jr. again. Sixers take care of business here today. House The three for fun. No good. Final possession here for the Nets, and then the Sixers are just going to walk it off. Mikal Bridges did great today, but it was not enough to beat the Sixers. Watanabe, the three. No good. Rebounded by the Sixers, and the Sixers will walk it out. Your Philadelphia 76ers will officially defeat the Brooklyn Nets in Game 1 of the first round, 121-101. And the Sixers will lead the series 1-0 going into Game 2 back here on Monday. Great job from the Sixers tonight. Great way of starting out with the playoffs, man. Great way to start. Great job by the Sixers tonight, man. But overall, this was a dominant performance by the Sixers. James Harden was definitely one of the reasons why, as he is getting interviewed right now. But Harden definitely does not get enough credit, man. He definitely does not get enough credit for what he does for this team. Now it's time to rest our stars. They deserve a standing ovation. Let's go Sixers. You already know it is, man. Go Sixers the rest of the way. As he said Sixers, Bruce Harper says yes. Shaking Nuggets after the two missed free throws by Yuta Watanabe. Wish I was at this game. Same here, man, but those tickets are definitely expensive as heck. I bet a ticket could cost $200 for the upper level. At least like $75, I think, is when I looked the last time. When I was looking at those prices for tickets for this game. That was a great performance. Let's go Sixers. Absolutely, man. Let's go Sixers the rest of the way. Here come the Sixers. We look great. Let's look like that the rest of the way, man. But ladies and gentlemen, with this win here in Game 1, y'all pretty much know the drill, man. Play the song! I know, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't get enough of that, so you know what, man? Let's run it back a second time. Let's do it! Oh, man. That's how you dominate right there. That's how you dominate a game. Game 1 goes to the Sixers. Sixers lead the series 1-0. Let's go. Thank you for broadcasting today. I apologize for being late, and I hope you can broadcast Game 2 as well. I'll be able to, Bruce Harper. Trust me, man. I'll be able to do Game 2. I got you, though. But no worries on being late, man. You know, anything that's important comes first, but it's all good, man. It's all good. I'll try to be on time for Game 2. If you're not Bruce Harper, that's okay. I mean, you know, the important things come first when it's all coming down to, like, older, like, adults and all, you know. Working 8 hours a day at the very least. I'm eventually going to know what it feels like, man. Then the game is at 7:30 on Monday night. I feel we'll dominate them again. Yeah, the game is at 7:30 on Monday night, Bruce Harper. But we should be able to dominate them yet again from the Wells Fargo. And yet again, man, like today, I like our chances going into Game 2 against this team. Like I said before, man, Sixers in 5. You heard it here first. I'm telling you, just Mikal Bridges doing it for this team isn't going to cut it. They need a supporting cast around him. And listen, Mikal Bridges doesn't have a Joel Embiid. He doesn't have a James Harden. He doesn't have a Tobias Harris. He doesn't even have a playoff PJ Tucker. He doesn't have a bench like what we had today. He doesn't have that. If the bench steps up for Brooklyn, they can make it a better game, but they didn't. Work has been hard lately, especially as they said I had to come even when I had C19. It's all good, man. It's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, let me grab the computer real quick and we'll go over the final stats, man, and then we're going to get out of here. I was muted right there for a second. Sorry, everyone. But I was refreshing the pages because, again, whenever I have to charge the computer, man, it never does it on its own, so I have to do it myself. So, but here we go, man. We're going to go over the final stats here, and then we're going to get out of here, man. So starting it off on the Brooklyn Nets side, Mikal Bridges led the way for the Brooklyn Nets with 30 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, and a block. Cam Johnson following it up with 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Spencer Dinwiddie following that up with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals. Seth Curry off the bench. Of course, he had to do a little something in this game today with 10 points and an assist. And then they really didn't have much of anyone else around them, man, as Dorian Finney-Smith finishes with 6 points and a rebound. Nicholas Claxton finishes with 5 points, 10 rebounds, and an assist, as well as 3 blocks. Royce O'Neal finishing with 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists and a steal. Joe Harris finishing with 3 points and 2 rebounds. Yuta Watanabe finishing with 3 points and a rebound. Day'Ron Sharpe finishing with 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, as well as a block. And then David Duke Jr. finishing with 2 points straight up to end off the final stats for the Brooklyn Nets. Now over to the Philadelphia 76ers side, as Joel Embiid does actually end up leading the way for the Philadelphia 76ers in this game today with 26 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. James Harden following that up with the double-double in this game today with 23 points, 4 rebounds, 13 assists, and a steal. Tobias Harris following that up in a game where he definitely stepped up today, finishing with 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. Tyrese Maxey also, when it mattered most, also came to show up, finishing with 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. Off the bench, Paul Reed finishing with 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. PJ Tucker finishing with 6 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 5 steals actually for PJ Tucker, which I think that might have been the most he's had in an NBA game. Jim McDaniels finishing with 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. George Niang finishing with 8 points straight up. Shake Milton finishing with 2 points and a steal. And DeAnthony Melton rounding it off, finishing with 6 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal to end off the final stats for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now into the team stats now, ladies and gentlemen, as the Brooklyn Nets finishing the ball 55.7% from the field to the Philadelphia 76ers 47.2%. Philadelphia 76ers finishing the ball 48.8% from three-point range to the Brooklyn Nets 44.8%. The Philadelphia 76ers were a perfect 100% from the free throw line, shooting 16 of 16, while the Brooklyn Nets shot 10 of 15 from the free throw line, which is 66.7%. The Philadelphia 76ers out-rebounded the Brooklyn Nets 38-35, and same on the offensive side of the ball, 14-5. The Philadelphia 76ers also out-assisted the Brooklyn Nets 32-23. The Philadelphia 76ers with more steals than the Brooklyn Nets today, 14-3. The Nets had more blocks than the Philadelphia 76ers, 5-3. The Philadelphia 76ers ended up winning the turnover battle over the Brooklyn Nets, 20 rebounds by the Nets and 9 by the Sixers. The Sixers had more points in the paint than the Brooklyn Nets, 40-38, and a total of 32 personal fouls called, 17 on the Philadelphia 76ers and 15 on the Brooklyn Nets. And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, that is how the final stats come to an end. Sixers are able to get it done here today, 121-101, taking a 1-0 series lead, with the next game being on Monday at 7:30, which I will hopefully be able to do that game, so be sure to tune in if that is the case. And ladies and gentlemen, on that note, man, that's going to pretty much do it for me. You guys have a great rest of your day, man. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys have not done so, man. I'll talk to you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. The Sixers win. Let's go. Peace, everybody. Have a good night, y'all. God bless and peace.